All right, first down at 10 to the 25, first snap. And Manning rolls out of the pocket, throws across his body, and he skips that one.
Very fast, elite speed.
Second down and 10 to the 25. This time they'll run it straight ahead. And it's
Defender in college football in the back end.
Buckeyes with a chance to get off the field on 3rd and 4. Manning goes through his progressions underneath. It's caught, but short of the first down. So they'll go for it.
Oh, I don't know. My goodness.
It might be Ohio State. Feels like they've denied him.
Getting a first down signal from that far side officials. Today, officials, Gus, are from the SEC. This is an SEC crew. It'll be an SEC replay booth, and they will give them that first down. Okay.
So a first down for Texas, opening. They give it to him. He skims through the hole. Nice move as he cuts it back up, picks up a first down, getting to midfield. The red zone, threadable wheels. Manning sets, guns over the middle, incomplete. Flag on the play, however.
False start, number 1 on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
You know, Gus, I think what's interesting is watching this offense. This is a very different offense than Quinn Ewers. There you see the movement early.
So that'll make it first down and 15 at the 44. Baxter again straight ahead with the crease, but he's gobbled up quickly. 13 at the 46. Again, Baxter churning those legs. Manning out of the gun. High snap, handle, sprints out of the pocket, trying to square his shoulders, dumps it, not enough for the first down. As C.J. Baxter makes the catch, and that'll bring up 4th down and short.
Good rally up here, rally from the defender. You see right there the defender, that's the corner Jermaine Matthews, who played a lot of football for them last year.
Baxter, and he won't get it. Texas coming up short. Ohio State stout up the middle coming up. We'll watch the best player. Saying can really spin the football, folks. And they will hand it off.
Double cover him. They'll watch out for Carnell Tate.
Second down and 8 at the 44. Running it again. Donaldson power back. He's got great
straight runs to start the game.
3rd down and 1 at the 49. Straight ahead, and the Buckeyes won't get it. Play fake. Saying he'll throw it underneath. Caught. Oh, incomplete. On the sideline, Max Clare had it, just couldn't hold on.
Transfer to Purdue, Max Clare, who just couldn't haul it in, and Texas turns them away. Their offense back on the field when we come back.
For Texas. Wisner up the middle. He'll pick up a few.
The Buckeyes.
2nd and 6 at the 47. Another handoff. Wisner jitterbugging. Tried to find a crease, and he'll be tackled at the line of scrimmage, no gain line. And some movement on the Texas offensive line. That's the right tackle, Brandon Baker.
73 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Young player getting his first real action. He's a star in the making, though, folks. This guy will be an early round draft pick in the coming years. But Brandon Baker just
Manning off his back foot, checks it down to the sideline. Ohio State prepared. Baxter wrestled down inside Ohio State territory. Will send it away, standing at his own 39. First punt of the game for either team. And it's fair caught at the 7. Jeremiah Smith, first down and 10 at their own 8. And they'll hand it off. James Peoples this time. Sophomore from San Antonio, Texas. Sayin out wide. Smith breaks a tackle. Makes a few people miss for Sayin. Julian Sayin with time underneath. Throws a strike. First down. Ohio State. Max Clare, the Purdue transfer. A gain of 11.
makes up for that drop on that first series on 4th down. So he's going to come here as Smith's trying to basically clear out. And look at the attention they're paying Smith. Colin Simmons, the great pass rushing defensive end, immediately jumps out of that line of scrimmage to bump Smith.
51 catches for close to 700 yards and 4 touchdowns at Purdue last year. Saying, quick strike, and Smith takes his eyes off of it for a second, drops the football.
Nerves for everybody here on the opening week. This is a ball that you don't normally see Smith drop. In fact, we went and watched him practice. First thing we saw when we walked into the building, they chucked it downfield to him, and he just...
Peoples this time. Oh, he's ambushed behind the line of scrimmage. Hey, we're running back. Saying, under pressure. Got it away, and another drop by the Buckeyes. Another drop by Jeremiah Smith. And that brings up 4th down and 11. Ohio State will have to send it away.
And how about the speed here from Simmons? They're going to leave him unblocked on the screen. And watch how quickly he's in the face of the young quarterback. Sayin barely gets this ball away. Hits the turf after he releases it. And then on the outside, again, the uncharacteristic.
Ryan Niblett, the deep man. Joe McGuire takes a step, boots it. And the ball takes an Ohio State bounce and dies around the 25. 50. Baxter, lone setback, play fake. Manning sets on his back foot, all day to throw. Over the middle, a little high, and incomplete.
They go out and try to get a good player.
2nd down and 10. Texas staying on the ground as Baxter. Manning steps up in the pocket, makes a move, and he'll be tackled at the line of scrimmage. Ohio State squeezing him. Atkinson there to finish off the play.
Well, I just talked about those targeted transfers, and now you're going to get that pressure from a guy that came in the transfer portal, Bo Atkinson from North Carolina. Good pressure right there from 14, and he's able to just flush Manning from the pocket, who's got to hold on to that football as he gets hit from both sides. And how about
Ohio State? He's at the 25. Bo Meester sends it away. Smith with the fair catch at the 20. That receiver on the near side. They hand it off to Peoples. Sayin over the middle. Nice completion. Jeremiah Smith breaks a tackle. And he'll pick up 16.
Well, this is a great tell for Ohio State. When they have Smith right, well, there's a motion man. That's going to be clear, but Smith is just inside of him. When that motion man goes outside, what it does is it changes the coverage, and now a linebacker or safety has to cover the new ones that Jenny told us about.
Whatever makes him feel better. How about that? Here's a handoff. And that's 16 NFL draft from Ohio State. 2nd and 5 at the 44. Here's the handoff. Peoples makes people miss, picks up a 1st down. Some hard running at midfield. Sayin with time. Near side. Ball caught. Sayin from Carlsbad, California. That's near San Diego. Play action fake. Sets up deep. Slings it. Incomplete. Jeremiah Smith the target. But that one broken up at the last minute.
I think that was 29, Grayson Littleton. How about this guy? He's just a true freshman. He's running across the field with number 4. Ohio State trying to say he got there a little bit. But number 4, Jeremiah Smith, covering him across the field.
Littleton from Tampa, Florida. 3rd down and 4. True freshman at the 44. Sayin lobs it up top. Incomplete, over the shoulder grab. Littleton in coverage. Brandon Ennis, the target, and Hero Canoe, the former Buckeye for Texas, was pressuring Julian Sayin.
Well, we're starting to see why the coaches love number 29, right? You start making plays like that. There is a flag on the field, and it is in the backfield.
Personal foul, face mask on the defense.
Oh, wow.
15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic 1st down.
I did see Gus Phillip Daniels, number 70. His helmet popped off, and he started jogging off to the sideline. But if it comes off your head,
the pistol back. They give it to him, and he's lucky to get across the line of scrimmage.
Wind up his turnovers.
2nd and 9 to the 28. Sayin scrambles, and he will just dump it out of play. A flag, though, thrown. Jeremiah Smith looking at the official, and this will go against Texas.
Holding on the defense, number 4. 10 yards penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
It's our referee, David Smith, SEC official. There's the hold right there as Smith was trying to break out as Sayin left the pocket. A bit of a hold right there from Malik Muhammad. It was on 5. They announced 4.
Lines up in the slot. He's a spectacular talent. Here's a handoff. Donaldson pushes the pile forward. 2,000 yards over 3 seasons and scored 30 rushing touchdowns. Again, a first down for at the 20-yard line for Ohio State. Here's the handoff. Peoples trying to find a seam, and they'll back him up after he crosses. And they go straight ahead again for Donaldson. Trying to use
on this series getting down here.
3rd down and goal at the 2. Donaldson. Texas getting pressure. Looks like it was Cole Brevard. And they'll hand it off. Donaldson! Touchdown, Bucks! C.J. Donaldson.
They're going to follow this left side of the line. Right here, Luke Montgomery and Austin Severell. And this double team gets movement, and that movement is what allows Donaldson to just lean over that left side of the line and get into the end zone for a touchdown.
So Ohio State strikes first. Jayton fielding in for the extra point, and it's good. Buckeyes. Wisner back deep. And this one will go out of the back of the end zone. Now Fox, empty backfield for Manning. He runs it. Gets outside, shows a burst.
Along that right side.
2nd down and 1 at the 34. And Texas will pick up the first down.
Challenging his people on the front line defensively.
Quick strike, Manning, incomplete.
One of those type of plays here in the next few snaps.
We haven't mentioned Wingo's name. Here's the strike on the outside, and it's Ryan Wingo. Chains. Manning bounces out of the pocket. Burst of speed, looking for the first down. Oh, he's chopped down. 7 for Texas. Down 7-0. Play fake. Manning, he's going to uncork it. Throws it deep. Double coverage, incomplete. Wingo, the target. McClain there, as well as Matthews for Ohio State.
I'll tell you, this is really good coverage because you've got elite speed right here from Ryan Wingo, and they're able to get the safety to run with him. That's Jalen McClain, and then that opposite corner, Jermaine Matthews.
6:32 remaining in the second quarter, and they'll hand it off. Baxter, not a lot, if any. Third down conversions, they need 10 here. Manning, stepping up, and he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Arvell Reese, Goon Squad.
I'll tell you, this is a great little move right here. Watch Arvell Reese. He's going to turn his eyes out here as if he's going to drop in coverage, and then he goes on the stunt or the delay blitz right there from his linebacker position. That's get the attention of the offensive line away from them.
Bo Meester ready to send it away. And this one will be down deep inside. Yes, you did, Jack. First down and 10. And Ohio State running it. Let's go down and play the game of basketball as well. Athlete, 2nd down and 7 at the 5. Peoples, the lone setback. Play fake. Sayin in the end zone. Throws it. Caught on the sideline. That's Carnell Tate. And a first down. Tough throw for Sayin, but he got it there.
That was a great throw, but I think the catch was better because the coverage was all over Carnell Tate. And this is a guy we've loved for a long time, and he needs to have a big year and a big game. And right here, he comes back to the football and keeps working back to his quarterback. And he goes up and he attacks the football, gets that foot in bounds for a first down. That's a big play. The tight ends actually hit each other.
First down and 10 of the 18 now for the Bucks with some breathing room. Here's a handoff. Peoples trying to get outside. Nothing. Here comes a blitz. Sayin stands in the pocket, dumps it down in 10 of the 18. Julian Sayin with time underneath, caught, not enough for first down. Jeremiah, holy Chicago.
He did it. He said it right there.
He said it.
Right it on the tees.
Oh. And this will punt it out of bounds. First down and 10 at the 47. Here's Manning underneath. That one thrown at the 47. Baxter in the backfield. They give it to him. He jitterbugs and crosses the line of scrimmage. Stopped by Arvell Reese. Arch Manning under pressure. Takes his time. Shovels it off. Not enough for a first down. C.J. Baxter. Gain of 6. And I love the coverage for Ohio State in the secondary.
I'll tell you there.
Ennis back deep. Over to the sideline. Lets it take a bounce. And bounces out of bounds inside the Ohio State 5. They take a knee. And he basically does. Will Stone will send it off. James Peoples, the deep man. And Brandon Leewell in the first half. No costly mistakes. Underneath, throws a strike. 2nd and 4. Here's the run game now. Peoples. Third down and 4. At the 31. Sayin looking. Sideline. Incomplete. Broken up. Nice defense this time by Texas. Malik Muhammad steps in, redirects the football, and the Buckeyes will have to punt.
Yeah, good coverage by Malik Muhammad right here, and he's going to be physical. Remember, he got the holding call earlier in that first half, and right there they get a little away with a little bit of contact.
McGuire, end over end. Niblett to the sideline. Let's take a bounce and fields it. And it'll go down. Let's see what kind of adjustments Texas has made during the halftime period. And this is Wisner.
Rusher, and certainly a really quality player.
On 2nd down and 4. Wisner picks up the first down.
See a little tempo here. They're going to go fast.
First down at the 41. Figure this thing out against the reigning national champions. On the road, Manning scrambles, turns it up, squares his shoulders, look at the feet, and gets out of bounds with a first down. Now everybody talks about Archie, his granddad, his Uncle Peyton, his Uncle Eli. His father was a receiver, but the true talent for this young man comes from his mom, Ellen.
And especially the athleticism and the elusiveness. Right there, right? He steps away from the defender and then again steps away from
47 after the 14-yard gain. And they'll hand it off. Wisner gets to the edge, squares. 2nd and 1 at the 38. And they'll hand it off looking for that first down. Wisner lead 10 at the 36. And the handoff, Baxter.
Now you got Arch, and he's just trying to build a career for himself.
That's right. Here's Manning underneath. Ooh.
For this right here.
3rd down and 2 at the 28. The handoff to Baxter breaks it back. Another first down. I remember last year, first series of the second half at the 20. And a slingshot to the sideline. 2nd and 1 at the 11. Manning play fake, looking, guns it, sideline, caught. Arch straight ahead with wiggle, and he'll get 2nd down and goal at the 4. Manning runs it, looking. It'll gain about a yard. Wingo in motion. They'll hand it off. Baxter cuts it back, trying to power forward, got close. Looks like they're going to do the tush push, and they don't get in. Ohio State does it again. Nebraska, Penn State last year. And right now, Texas. Defense. 1-yard line. Donaldson deep in the backfield.
State trying to get away from their own goal line.
2nd and 9 at the 2. Play fake. Sayin scrambling. Flag on the play in the end zone.
That's going to be a safety. If that's on the offense, that's going to be a safety. It's either going to be that or another hands to the face from Texas. I think they could probably call either. You got the linebacker Lafau. He comes in number 18 in the middle of the line of scrimmage. And Gus, he's going against the offensive line. His hands are up.
There are 2 fouls on the play, 1 on each team. Holding on the offense, number 75. Personal foul, hands to the face, number 18 on the defense. Those penalties offset. Replay, 2nd down.
I tell you what, that's David Smith, our official. This is our SEC officials today. I think that's a great job officiating this play. It's a tough look because you don't see Lafau right there. His hands were initially up in the face of Hinsman. And Hinsman then, after he gets the hands in the face, he holds on. So watch right there. Okay, so see, there's the hand that you're seeing right there. Hand in the face. That's what's called originally. Then there's the hold. That's really good officiating from this crew.
So 2nd and 9 at the 2. Again. Sayin hands it off straight ahead. No room, no gain. Sayin hands it off again. This time they'll get a little breathing room. Nibble it to the sideline. Takes a bounce. And out of bounds. Has been rocking. And Buckeye Nation is fired up. But Texas has found a rhythm here in the second half. The last time they had it, 15 plays, 70 yards, 7 minutes, no points. Flag on the play.
Holding on the offense, number 52. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay, 1st down.
DJ Campbell, the right guard.
And he's the experienced guy up front. He's the one
15 at the 45. They'll run it with Wisner. And he's gained.
So I think Ohio State has largely taken that away, Gus.
Play fake. Manning, he'll throw it this time. Oh, it's intercepted. Matthews Jr. The first turnover of the game. And I think you were right, partner.
Well, there's a reason they haven't been doing this. The coverage has been excellent. Matthews basically runs the route for him. Wingo tries to go back to the sideline. The shoe comes alive as Jermaine.
Play fake. Sayin sets. And this one is coverage. 2nd and 7 at the 35. Donaldson. And he's ridden down. Sayin. First down, yes, for Ohio State. It's Jeremiah Smith. Ran a great route, caught it in stride, and he'll gain 7 on 3rd and 4.
He's so physical at the top of his route. Watch, he's going to be working against Malik Muhammad right here, and it's a slow release, and then just hands right there. Maybe gets away a little push-off, but creates space for himself. How easy is that for Julian Sayin?
Sayin goes through his progressions. Checks it down to Donaldson. He gets his
range, Gus, and so that's in the back of your mind as well.
2nd down and 1 at the 46, and a first down for the Buckeyes. Donaldson. And Mark Ingram talked 43. Another handoff, Donaldson. Nice forward lean, but there is a flag.
Illegal formation on the offense. 5 or more players in the backfield. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Donaldson again following his blocks. And Donaldson. Sayin looking, goes deep, Sayin. Tate! Touchdown! Tater! Carnell Tate, 40 yards.
This is a great route. He's able to get behind the defense, and Jalen Gilbo is just trying to catch up. Ball's a little underthrown. How about the double catch? Gilbo gets there, bats that ball away initially, and Tate's got to catch it a second time, and he's able to haul it into the end zone. I said he was going to make a crucial play or a crucial target in the fourth quarter. They go to him early in this fourth quarter, and he's able to pay it off for a touchdown.
One of the most impressive young men in college football. The things that he's the longest play of the game for either team. Carnell Tate with that 40-yard touchdown. And Texas brings it out of the end zone. Wisner, he jitterbugs and gets to the 15. Good special teams. Here's a handoff. Wisner, and let's check in.
Will Howard there to greet him, smiles all around.
Thank you, Jenny. 2nd down and 4. Another running play. Texas close to the first down. But how about saying that was Texas had a career high 7 catches for 87 yards in last year's semis. First down now for the Longhorns as Wisner gets out. 15-yard gain. First down from the 37. Manning. Another check down. Out wide. Baxter.
And a linebacker one level in front of him.
2nd and 5. Nice blocking by Texas. Manning gets it away and completes it. Manning sets, guns, underneath, intercepted. Sonny Styles. My father and brother got a degree. I got a pick. And it looks like Jermaine Matthews may have deflected that football.
That was Matthews. He steps in front. Styles trying to keep that one off the turf. I'm sure they'll take a look at this one. But as of right now, Buckeyes think they've got a pick.
I don't know. Mike Pereira, he's coming up next. Under center. Here's the reverse. Wingo with a seam and a hurdle.
Touch it more here in the fourth quarter.
They'll hand it off straight ahead after the 8-yard gain and pick up a first down.
Too static.
First down at the 30. Play fake. Manning dumps it down. He finds his tight end. Injuries. And he'll pick up big-time yardage. First yard line for Texas. They've been close. Manning, straight ahead run. Trying to fight forward, and does.
With the block O.
2nd down and 6 at the 12. Wisner on the cutback, gets inside the lone setback. Motions. Manning looks underneath and incomplete. Wingo. Manning in the end zone. Incomplete. He had a receiver, Parker Livingstone, just couldn't hold on. Great coverage by Davis and Igbenusum.
Just out of reach of Livingstone. Igbenusum came back. Matt Patricia. This one with their team down 14-0.
Not over yet. Ohio State running the football. That was pretty cool. Sayin hands it off. Donaldson power running. Looks like he's got a first down.
Well, this is as many first downs as they can.
First down and 10 at the 20. Another handoff, another run. What would it mean for this Ohio State program, flag on the play, if they were able to shut out this Texas Longhorns team?
You know, I think that the shutout would maybe be like just an icing, as we'll get the announcement here from David Smith. But I think if you were to ask Ryan, he just wants to win the game.
51 on the offense. 10-yard penalty for
That's
the
a holding on the
drive.
left guard, Luke Montgomery. You know, I don't think he cares, you know, what it looks like.
Low snap, scoops it up, gets it away. This time it's Peoples fighting, and he'll get across. 2nd down and 19 at the 12. Sayin. Jeremiah Smith.
They might rely on his defense here.
3rd down and 15. And it is another run play. Not a lot. as Donaldson gets to the 20, back deep at the 44. McGuire gets it away. Neblett at the 40 with the fair catch. Championship and went to Ohio State's rival Penn State as their DC. Manning down the slot, and it's caught. It's
Wingo threw it right down the seam.
First down, Manning again to the side,
but still plenty of time.
2nd and 5 of the 27. Manning tried to put that one in a 27. And some movement again on the right side of that offensive line. It might have been Baker again.
Full start, 73 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
It's their 3rd false start today. Crowd has been electric. They've been on their feet. It has been loud. Here the right tackle, 73, Brandon Baker. There's that rock back in his stance. And they'll back up 5 yards.
3rd down and 10 at the 32. Arch Manning guns it. Touchdown, Texas! Livingstone! And the Longhorns are on the board. 32 yards.
What a battle at the end of this play. Jermaine Matthews is going to be in coverage man-to-man against Parker Livingstone, and they said he had a great camp, a terrific worker, and he continues to work on this route and just finish the play right at the end, getting some separation, getting back to the ball around Jermaine Matthews Jr. and getting the touchdown. What a quick strike from Texas, and right back in this ball game.
And he got it. 7-point
2 scores, 14. Going for 2 there. Sark decides to kick the extra point, and now all the pressure is going to be on Ohio State and that offensive line to try to close this thing out.
Donaldson. Nothing.
Backfield.
That's what he does. Saying to throw it. Looking. Saying, scrambling. And he'll just dump it. Wise decision. Can Ohio State stay on the field? Saying under pressure, underneath, caught, but from the 15. Niblett at the 34. Line drive kick. Lost it in the sun, out of bounds at the 15-yard line. At the 15. Manning throws it up. Incomplete. Wingo.
To see them start to ratchet up a blitz or a pressure.
2nd down and 10 of the 15. Manning again to the sideline. Big throw. Caught. Woo! At the 45. Jack Endries. A gain of 30. Now that is a pro throw.
Beautiful throw just over the outstretched arm of the corner. And as Lorenzo Styles is coming in to try to jar that ball loose, terrific catch by Endries. Crossing routes, but just right down the seam.
1st down at the 45. Here's a run. And it's
start to attack down the field.
Manning again after the 5-yard gain to the sideline. That one low. And Wisner in motion. Manning. Sidearm. Up top. Incomplete. Wow. Wingo. And he had some real estate in front of him. But that ball thrown slightly behind him. That makes it 4th down and 5.
He had all sorts of room in front of him. This ball has got to be thrown out in front of him. Tough catch for Wingo to try to go back over the right shoulder.
Manning in trouble. Got it away. Caught, but not enough for the 1st. And Ohio State bends, but once again does not break. C.J. Hicks with pressure.
This right side, and the tackle never gets out there. Watch 11. He's right in the face of Manning, and Manning shows you some serious strength to get that ball out in the first place, but he gets it out. Endries makes the catch. It's short, and the Buckeyes come up with it at most.
Saying in victory formation, he'll take a knee. Saying buying time, and he'll just fall down.
They can snap it. Don't need to drag off any other time. There we go. Now just a knee, and that's your ball game.
That's it. A defensive gem. But in the end, the national champions prevail. 14-7.